One of the first things that I was briefed on when I became mayor in 2016, and I've been regularly briefed and been involved in with the government, is plans around the funeral of Her Majesty the Queen, what's called London Bridge. And over the last 6 or 7 years, while I've been mayor, working closely with the government, we've tweaked and improved these plans, because the reality is the world has not seen the funeral the Queen will get on Monday, but also in advance of that, the numbers of people who want to pay their respects to the Queen.
Yeah, and is London in a position to cope? The Metropolitan Police clearly are getting assistance from other forces around the country. They're cancelling leave. It will be a huge operation for them.
So every day, in addition to attending the COBRA meetings, I speak regularly and work with not just the government, members of the Cabinet, but also our police service, the armed forces, the London Ambulance Service, the fire service, and many, many others are involved in this massive operation. Her Majesty will be coming to London shortly. There'll be a procession tomorrow. Clearly, once Her Majesty is laid in state in Westminster Hall, there'll be hundreds of thousands of people who want to go and pay their respects. There's a massive operation, and we're all working really hard together to make sure that we can do her, we can do King Charles, we can do the royal family, our city, our nation, and the Commonwealth what it deserves.
And does that involve getting extra help from other places other than police forces?
So we'd already had plans in place to make sure we get help from partners. So the armed forces have been brilliant, as expected. They will be in London helping us over the course of the next few days. Other police forces, as expected, are in London helping us, and will be doing so over the course of the next few days. In just a couple of days, we will have almost 300 world leaders and their teams and entourages coming to London. I don't think our city's ever seen the sort of presence we're going to see over the next few days. If you think about the London Marathon, the Carnival, previous royal weddings, the Olympics, it's all that in one.
And in terms of the role the armed forces will play, are you able to tell us what that will be?
Yes, so the wonderful thing about the armed forces is they're very dexterous. They can do whatever they're asked to do. So from today, some members of the armed forces will be helping the police in relation to traffic management, stewarding arrangements. But the wonderful thing about our armed forces is they can be called upon to assist on any issue where there is assistance required. That was always part of the plans. They arrived yesterday. And the good news is, from today, Londoners and visitors will be seeing them helping in the tasks that lay ahead.